Technology has always played a huge role in my life, both within school and out of school. Throughout my whole life, I've used different types of technology for various uses, and they have all impacted my life in different and extraordinary ways. In elementary school, I used the TV as my primary use for entertainment. I loved to come home from school and just unwind with an awesome show or a great movie. VH tapes were also part of my technology life in elementary school. I would watch movies on VH tapes such as The Little Mermaid or The Lion King. I loved to watch movies on the TV on a cold rainy day or any day after school. I not only used TV for entertainment purposes, but I also used it for educational purposes as well. More specifically, in 4th and 5th grade, I would watch educational videos on an older, big Panasonic TV that was placed on a cart in order to make it more accessible to use and transport among different classrooms. I would watch educational videos such as Bill Nye the Science Guy in science class, or videotapes of National Geographic documentaries. In addition, the old desktop Dell computer with the dock included with it was also a piece of technology that was very popular and that I used frequently to play various computer games on when I was little and in elementary school. Computer games such as Webkinz was huge and was my go-to use for entertainment when I was not satisfied or didn't want to watch movies or TV. Webkinz is a game where players can adopt pets, decorate a room, play games, earn prizes, and chat with other players. Overall, the television videotapes were my main use of technology and source of entertainment when I was really little. I thought that they were so cool and the best thing in the world at the time. I felt like they helped me be able to do other activities on these devices instead of just playing outside all day, because they helped me whenever I was bored. However, I do feel like this affected my life socially, because I wasn't outside playing with other kids my age. The stage of my life when I was in middle school was also a crucial part of my life, where technology was increasing as I was starting to be able to do more types of things on them. My primary technology tool that I used throughout middle school was an MP3 player. How I used this technology tool was I used it mostly for social purposes and entertainment purposes. I used this to listen to music, play games on, or just unwind from a busy day. In addition, I also used a flip phone that I used for communicating with some of my friends and used instant messaging on. In school, I also used smartphones as one of the main sources of technology to learn information and present information within the classroom. I used this technology particularly because I had to do it in school, but also to do various interactive activities on them, to help me learn the concepts that I needed to learn in school, and to have the chance to work with other kids in the classroom, through the use of interactive activities such as games to learn fractions, state capitals, or whatever it may be. Overall, I feel like these types of technology affected my life academically at times because these types of technology devices also kept me distracted and took me away from studying and doing homework, which was the most important thing in my life. At the time, I felt like my MP3 player and other devices that I used during this time too, doing activities on, was more important than doing homework or studying for school. This has also affected my life socially because I wasn't going out and meeting other kids my age and playing with them outside or doing activities with them. I didn't have the social interaction that is very important for child development because I was constantly on these devices and inside playing games on these technology devices for my entertainment. Throughout this period of my life, I thought that technology was the only thing that I needed in order to be successful in life and to have a social life, because I was able to just instant message and text my friends on these particular devices. I also felt like these types of technology devices that I used in middle school were my escape plan from the realities in my life. I clearly was wrong about this because I learned as I got older that technology can widely affect children's moods, which I can say it did for me when I was in middle school. Now looking back on it, I feel like when I was in middle school, I was more crabby and irritable to my family and friends after I would be using these devices for an extensive period of time. However, I felt like that these types of technology devices gave me a sense of independence and feeling that my parents could trust me with these expensive devices because I was getting older and more mature. I thought that I could actually show my parents that I could be trusted with these types of devices. As I got older into high school, my technology life had changed and I would say had improved because I was getting older and was having to use them more often throughout school and for academic related purposes. In high school, I had upgraded my phone to an iPhone, which allowed me to do a lot more things on for social media purposes besides just texting. I could go on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and other social media apps located on there. This affected my life socially because I was relying more on social media as my main source of socialization and interaction after school, instead of meeting up with friends at other people's houses or doing actual physical activities together. I felt like the iPhone was my only use of communication at that time outside of school because I was more of a shy person and was kind of afraid to actually ask people if they wanted to hang out, which I felt like made the iPhone just easier to communicate with in general with other people. I feel like the iPhone in a way decreased some of my essential communication skills that I needed to be able to successfully be able to actually talk to people. The iPhone also affected my life academically because I felt like it distracted me from doing my homework or studying for different tests that needed to get done. And because of that, I didn't do as well on certain tests because of the distraction that I had from my iPhone. At the time, though, I felt like my iPhone wasn't that much of a distraction, but now that I look back on it, these this piece of technology was a huge distraction in my life, with everything, including school, family, friends, etc. Some other devices that I use in school was a Kindle device and an iPad. I mostly use these to download books and read books on, complete writing assignments, create flashcards on an app called Quizlet for classes, and use them to watch shows on Netflix or Hulu. I feel like these affected my life academically, both positively and negatively. They affected me positively because I was able to study for exams on them through creating flashcards on apps located on these types of devices. I was able to improve my reading skills and read books for school on them so that I could do well on certain reading tests that I had over the books in school as well. They also affected my life socially because I didn't have a lot of social interaction whenever I was using the devices or for fun. For fun. Overall, I felt like these technology devices were a huge benefit for me and helped me to excel in school and do a lot better on certain activities because of them. In addition, within school, I use Google Slides, Prezi, Microsoft Word, and Safari and Firefox to create PowerPoints and presentations for certain classes, to complete papers and do assignments on particular classes, and to search the web for news articles for certain assignments and learning about different information in certain topics. I mostly use these types of software for school purposes, and because I had to in order to complete assignments. I feel like these were a huge improvement on my academics overall, because I was able to complete assignments and do extremely well in them because they helped me be able to do certain tasks for the assignments. Also, I was able to learn more information about certain subjects that I was learning in school whenever I was confused or needed more clarification on, which overall helped me be able to do well on tests and in turn get good grades in school. I felt like all of the technology tools that I use in school helped me be able to be successful right now and in college because I needed to use them every day in order to do well and because they helped me for future classes that I needed to take. Currently, the technology devices that I use now are similar to what I used in high school, but it also has changed a little bit. Right now, I currently use a laptop to do everything on, including completing assignments, taking notes, studying for exams, etc. My laptop has helped me be able to be so successful in my college career thus far because I'm able to learn more about different technology tools that help me within my future career as a speech pathologist. I feel like an iPad has also helped me exponentially within school now and within my future career because I've gotten to be able to use different apps on the iPad to help kids with improving their speech and language skills. Overall, my technology life is constantly improving and it will help me be able to be successful throughout my future career as an SLP and throughout my whole life overall. Thank you for listening.